Have you ever noticed how some people can eat a donut and stay slim, while others gain weight just by looking at one? Or maybe you've been exercising, eating less, and still struggling with stubborn belly fat, constant hunger, or fatigue. The truth is, it's not always about willpower. The hidden culprit might be insulin resistance. This condition is far more common than most people realize. In fact, experts estimate that over 1 in 3 adults worldwide already have it, many without even knowing. And if left unchecked, insulin resistance can lead to type 2 diabetes, heart disease, fatty liver, and even certain cancers. But here's the good news: it's not permanent. With the right lifestyle changes, you can improve or even reverse it. To understand insulin resistance, let's first understand insulin itself. Insulin is a hormone made by your pancreas. Think of it as the key that unlocks your body's cells, allowing sugar, also known as glucose, from your bloodstream to enter and be used for energy. Here's the problem. Over time, if your diet and lifestyle put too much strain on your system, your cells become less responsive to insulin. The locks no longer open easily. When this happens, your pancreas produces more and more insulin to force glucose into your cells. This keeps your blood sugar in check for a while. But eventually, the system gets overwhelmed, leading to rising blood sugar levels, prediabetes, and then type 2 diabetes. It's like your body is shouting, "We're full, stop sending sugar!" But insulin keeps banging on the door. Now, why does this happen? Several key factors drive insulin resistance. 1. Excess weight, especially belly fat. Fat tissue, particularly around the abdomen, releases hormones and inflammatory chemicals that interfere with insulin's action. 2. Unhealthy diet. Diets high in refined carbs, sugary drinks, fast food, and ultra-processed snacks cause repeated spikes in blood sugar and insulin. Over time, your cells become numb to insulin. 3. Sedentary lifestyle. Muscles are the biggest consumers of glucose. When you don't move enough, your muscles don't use up that sugar, making your body more resistant to insulin. 4. Poor sleep. Just a few nights of bad sleep can make your body temporarily insulin resistant, like you're pre-diabetic overnight. Imagine what chronic poor sleep does. 5. Stress. Chronic stress increases cortisol, which raises blood sugar and worsens insulin resistance. 6. Hormonal conditions. Women with PCOS often have insulin resistance as a core problem. It's part of why PCOS causes weight gain, irregular periods, and fertility challenges. 7. Genetics. Family history plays a role. If type 2 diabetes runs in your family, you're more likely to develop insulin resistance. So, while some risk factors are out of our control, most are within our power to change. The tricky thing about insulin resistance is that it doesn't scream at you with obvious symptoms, but your body does send subtle signals. Some common warning signs include constant fatigue, especially after meals, intense sugar or carb cravings, difficulty losing weight, no matter how much you diet or exercise, brain fog or trouble focusing, dark velvety patches on the neck, armpits, or groin, a condition called acanthosis nigricans, increased belly fat or a spare tire look. For women, irregular cycles, fertility struggles, or PCOS symptoms. Individually, these might not seem alarming, but together they paint a picture your doctor shouldn't ignore. Here's where things get tricky. There isn't a simple, standard test for insulin resistance. Doctors usually rely on a combination of fasting blood sugar, normal is under 100 milligrams per deciliter, hemoglobin, A1C, shows your 3-month average blood sugar. Fasting insulin levels. High levels suggest your body is overproducing insulin to compensate. HOMA-IR calculation, a formula that estimates insulin resistance based on glucose and insulin. Sometimes, doctors will also check triglycerides, HDL cholesterol, and waist circumference, since these are often linked with insulin resistance and something called metabolic syndrome. If these markers are off, your doctor may tell you that you're insulin resistant, or at risk of prediabetes. So why does this condition matter so much? Because insulin resistance is the root cause of so many chronic diseases. Type 2 diabetes, the most direct outcome. Heart disease. Insulin resistance damages blood vessels, raising cholesterol and blood pressure. Fatty liver disease, one of the fastest growing liver conditions in the world. Certain cancers, including breast, colon, and pancreatic cancers. Cognitive decline. Some researchers even call Alzheimer's type 3 diabetes because of its strong link to insulin resistance in the brain. In other words, insulin resistance is not just about sugar. It's about your whole body aging faster. Now for the empowering part, because you can take control. Here are the most effective evidence-based strategies. 1. Adopt a low glycemic diet. Focus on foods that don't spike your blood sugar. Vegetables, especially leafy greens. Lean proteins like chicken, fish, beans, and lentils. Healthy fats, olive oil, avocados, nuts. Whole grains in moderation. Limit refined carbs, white bread, pasta, sugary drinks, and desserts. 2. Exercise consistently. Movement is medicine for insulin resistance. Aerobic activity like brisk walking, cycling, or swimming helps your body use glucose efficiently. Strength training builds muscle, which acts like a sponge for excess sugar. Even short walks after meals can dramatically lower blood sugar. 3. Prioritize weight management. You don't need to lose 50 pounds. Even a 5 to 10% reduction in weight can restore insulin sensitivity and reduce your risk of diabetes. 4. Improve your sleep. Aim for 7 to 8 hours of quality sleep. A dark, cool, quiet room can make a big difference. 5. Manage stress. Chronic stress keeps cortisol high, which worsens insulin resistance. Meditation, deep breathing, yoga, or even simple hobbies can help calm your nervous system. 6. Consider intermittent fasting. Some studies show that time-restricted eating, like eating within an 8 to 10 hour window, can lower insulin levels and improve sensitivity. Always check with your doctor first, especially if you have other conditions. Lifestyle is the cornerstone, but in some cases, doctors may recommend medication. Metformin. The most common first-line drug, it lowers glucose production in the liver and improves insulin sensitivity. GLP-1 receptor agonists, like semaglutide, which not only lower blood sugar but also help with weight loss. Thiazolidinediones. Less common now, but they improve insulin sensitivity in fat and muscle tissue. These medications can help, but they work best with lifestyle changes, not instead of them. Don't wait until your doctor says you have diabetes. Start now. Your body, and your future self, will thank you. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up and share it with someone who might need this information. And don't forget to subscribe for more science-based health tips every week. Now, I'd love to hear from you in the comments. What's one healthy habit you're focusing on right now to protect your metabolism? Stay informed. Stay healthy.